With a menacing grimace and a terrible sound, he pulls the spinning high-tension wires down. Helpless people on subway trains scream for God as he looks in on them. I messed up that verse and I'm gonna do this trailer and something, I fucked it up. I hope you all enjoyed that. So yeah, the hits keep coming and they don't stop coming. Bent 2 rules and I hit the ground running. I should stop myself. But no, seriously, what is this? Like, we've had, like, what? In the span of 3 days, we've had, the Doctor Strange trailer. We've had the trailer for TMNT, Out of the Shadows, and a new Suicide Squad trailer. They just keep on coming. We've had news about, Ben Affleck's Batman film is finally officially getting a green light. I kind of figured that would be it. Yeah, we also have the Spider-Man movie title, but then this comes out of fucking nowhere, doesn't it? Like, Toho's like, oh, so Civil War happened, and now you got your Spider-Man shit going, and, you got your Doctor Strange trailer going? Well, boop, here you go. Godzilla official trailer. Shin Gojira trailer, I should say. So we get our first, if the first one was like a little teaser, and it didn't show us much other than people running and screaming. What else is new in a Godzilla film? But this one gives us our first official trailer for Shin Gojira. And, oh boy. I was not expecting this at all. Like, there was no announcement, there was no, hype it up. No, this just comes out the fuck nowhere. And I was like, just trolling around, and then, I was drinking I think I was drinking water. It was like, official Shin Gojira trailer. What? So, as you can tell, I'm excited. But on the other hand, I do have some reservations towards the film. And I'll get to that in a minute, but yeah. Thank you, Toho, for being a complete surprise, and I don't mean that sarcastically at all. Honestly, thank you. There was no, hyped-up trailer, teaser for the trailer. There was nothing for it. There was no news about it. Just, boop, here you go. Just comes out of nowhere, and we get our first look at, the entirety of Shin Gojira. So, what I also love about this trailer, how, in the first trailer we get our, the first few trailers for the legendary Godzilla films, and we don't get a lot of him in the trailer? Well, this one's like, oh, so you felt burned by those trailers that didn't show Godzilla in the legendary films? Boom! Godzilla right out the gate. First scene is Godzilla roaring, and him going through Tokyo. Which I think it's Tokyo. Could be wrong. But, yeah. Let's, before we go any further, let's talk about the big elephant in the room. The Godzilla's design. Which, that was the thing, as much as I sound excited for this movie, I still have some reservations. Hideki Anno is in this, is directing this, and you know how I feel about Evangelion. Shinji Higuchi, as good as a visual director as he is, he did do the Attack on Titan film. I always get them mixed up. For some reason, I always got Shinji Higuchi and Hideki Anno as directors for the Attack on Titan movies. But yeah. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about Godzilla's design. On one hand, I like it, but on the other hand, I don't. I'm torn. It's not like with, when we got the official look at Godzilla from the legendary film, we had his official look, and it was like, yeah, that's Godzilla. You look at that right now, oh, that's Godzilla right there. And this one does scream Godzilla, don't get me wrong. This does have the look and feel of Godzilla. On the other hand, it's not like a Godzilla we'd ever seen before. It's not exactly a scene of Godzilla that we had, seen. And the reason being is because, let's go through the design. First off, I like the body of it. I like the head and body of Godzilla. The head's a little big, but so was, 54 Godzilla. It has those teeth jutting out, which is actually, I kind of like that. It just kind of shows this primal rage in Godzilla. The body itself, I like the scars. I like how they look like radiation burns, because obviously, you get pumped with that much radiation, realistically, you're gonna look fucked up. So, I would imagine that those radiation burns of Godzilla's is they are they're very painful. That's the thing with Godzilla. I'm really hoping this movie kind of delves into what it's like being Godzilla. Not like Godzilla going on a talk show. It's more like Godzilla is constantly in pain, because you would imagine having that much radiation in your body is probably not a fun time. So I would imagine those radiation burns is it containing all of that radioactive power, and his body's clearly suffering from it. So yeah, he's constantly in pain. The spikes, I like the maple leaf spike designs. I'm glad those are back. The two things I'm kind of like about are the arms. I'm still not liking the vestigial arms, because yeah, Godzilla does have short arms for the most part, unless you count Showa Godzilla. But yeah, I'm just not liking the vestigial arms. Like, they just look useless. They just look useless. Maybe they'll serve a purpose in the film, I don't know. But as it stands, they just kind of look like they're there, and they're not going to do much, really. The tail is also incredibly long. Like, I've never seen any Godzilla design with a tail that long. I have never in my life seen a Godzilla design tail that is long. It's literally longer than the body itself. And yeah, and sometimes reptiles reptiles do have tails that are longer than their bodies, but I kind of always figured, Godzilla wouldn't have that kind of thing, because it just looks like most of his length is coming from his tail alone, you know what I mean? What else did I want to talk about with this trailer? Again, the arms and tail, I'm kind of half and half about. The other thing is that apparently, from some news source, they have said that Godzilla's going to be completely CGI, and I'm like, well, alright. I'm not a big... I was kind of hoping for Suitimation, and it's weird, too, because there is Suitimation pics of it online, so I don't know if if it's going to be completely... if that was completely false, because there are some scenes in this trailer also that look like total Suitimation. I mean, I can clearly spot the CGI, but there are other times I was like, is that some Suitimation right there? I don't know. But I would imagine the suit would be kind of difficult to wear, because, yeah, you're going to be walking with your arms against your... because, again, the arms are useless. At least they look useless. So you'll probably be walking squished up against, your arms are squished up against your body as you're waddling through the city of some, So, I don't know if it is totally CGI. That was just one news source I read. It could be, could be false, so, anyway. I do like how, even though we don't get a lot of dialogue in this 1.5-minute trailer, we just get a lot of people panicking and running around, and it does look like we get some version of G-Force in this trailer. And we do see Godzilla a lot in this film, and he looks huge. We even get a classic Showa roar, which I was like, oh my god, that's awesome! They stuck with I thought they were going to go with the 54 roar from the initial teaser, but yeah, it looks like they're going to be going with a Showa roar, which I believe that roar was used in Godzilla vs. Mothra. Mothra vs. Godzilla. So that may be the cause. Honestly, that might be what it is, so who knows. The trailer looked good. I mean, it does show you Godzilla. It's not like, oh, we're going to hide him until the last scene, and show you only a piece of him. Nope, here you go, right out the gate. Godzilla. Here you go. You want your Godzilla? Here's your Godzilla. Again, I'm still kind of half and half on the design of Godzilla. And some people have kind of speculated, because there has been a few theories that maybe Godzilla is still regenerating his body. Like, the Godzilla we've seen in this trailer, as well as the pics of the new Gojira, maybe it's him healing from the radiation burns, because Godzilla's come back from a lot, hasn't he? So maybe this version of Godzilla, at least, this version of Godzilla is still mutating. He's still, healing from whatever happened to him. Obviously, the atomic bomb, but they could change it around. So it does look like it's going to be Shin Gojira is going to be following its own continuity. So I'm cool with that. But anyway, I'm still kind of, like I said, I'm still kind of worried about the design and the creative team behind it. But on the other hand, it's Godzilla back at Toho. They can't mess this up. Please don't. But yeah. So you guys tell me, if you've seen it, what do you guys think of the Shin Gojira trailer? Do you guys like it? Do you guys hate it? Just comment below, let me know, and once again, hope you all enjoyed this, and I will see you guys later.